Disney, if by some chance you're watching this, and I seriously doubt it, but by the some coincidence that you're watching this, explain to me why you're giving the role of Snow White to, what was her name again? Rachel. I think it was Rachel Zegler. I don't give a fuck about pronouncing her name right. Like, why is she getting this role when she's actively shitting on you? Like, please someone explain it to me. Like, why she's getting this role when she's actively talking badly about this production? Okay, like, she's the lead role in Snow White. Okay, but she's actively saying that she doesn't like it. Like what's going on? Like, why is Disney? Why are you like actively destroying your reputation, bruh? Like with the insane amount of remakes, like live action remakes, the insane amount of like woke stuff that you're trying to force down our throats. Why? You know what I mean? Just make movies. Stop trying to send a message. Just make a movie, bro. Make a show or something. Make something good. Okay? I'm so sick and tired of like things like ideologies and like messages being shoved down my throats. Okay? When I go to watch Disney movies, or at least when I used to, okay, I watch Disney movies to have a good time, to enjoy like what's being presented to me, to enjoy a movie. You know what I mean? Like I've like, again, but then out of nowhere, I guess like I'm pretty late to the internet. Like I really got into it like way back in the day. Okay, I've been using it for a while, but I was never like super into it, if you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't like, what's the word I'm looking for? I wasn't like, I guess you could say cultured and like aware of like what happens on the internet. It was more of just like Instagram and Facebook. That's it. Okay, I never understood that like there were all these discussions, right? And like when I was aware of that, and then when I started using Twitter, like for real using Twitter, it came across to me like all these different discussions happening and stuff like that. I was pretty surprised. But then at around like 2021 is when I really started to like really understand like what was happening. You know what I mean? Like what really goes on. And ever since then, like I just see like messages being shoved down my throat for no real reason other than they feel like they need to send a message. Okay, let me put this in bold. Let me put this in bold text. Let me say this loud and clear for anyone. Okay, when I watch a movie about cartoon, like when I see a cartoon show, and when I see like ideologies clash, you know, like mashing into one, like when you're trying to speak to me saying like there's a bigger issue at hand, like when that's constantly happening, you have to understand. I know for a fact these corporations, and Disney specifically, understands this. Okay, but when you're trying to shove these ideas down our throats, like that's the reason why like you're actively losing money. Okay, I think that don't quote me on this. There's a very good chance that I'm wrong when I say this. Okay, but didn't Disney lose close to $1 billion with Disney Plus and Hulu? Like I could be wrong. Most likely I am wrong. Okay, but didn't they almost lose $1 billion in like a year or something? Because of like how bad like their movies are doing in shows, like Marvel, for example. I know Marvel's not doing so good. It's just like, and then seeing like this girl right here, what was her name, Rachel, actively saying that, oh, like Disney's Snow White scared her, but she's playing Snow White for some reason. Like she's actively hating on this movie because of like the message of how it was like back in the 30s. It's just like, why? You know what I mean? Why does Disney actively give these roles to things that people don't really deserve? At least in my opinion, okay? Like I remember the whole like freaking the Little Mermaid controversy. Oh my god, people were up in arms about that, bro. Like, oh my god. And this is what. Ooh, I've never used this gun in this game, but this is what I have to say. Okay, if the race swapping, this is another thing that really bothers me about what Disney's been doing recently. Okay, if race swapping isn't a big deal, okay, if it isn't a big deal, then why don't they make a live action movie of The Princess and the Frog, where the princess is a white girl? Why do you think they haven't done that? Hmm? Like, you know, legit question. Why do you think they haven't done that? Hmm? I would like to know, because apparently it's okay if like they swap out some white girl. Apparently it's okay, but for a black girl, like, oh, like they're going to swap out all the white girls. I don't know. To me, like, it's just weird that they like they want to say that, oh, it's not a big deal that we're race swapping all these characters, but yet they won't do Princess and the Frog. I wonder why. Like, I want you to really think about that. How come? Why is that? I mean, by the tone of this like message, by the tone of this video, you can tell like where my stance is on that. But it's just, I don't know. Like, I saw this interview of someone in Korea, you know, doing an interview, like obviously in Korea, and they were saying like, it's not why are you getting mad at us for not liking the product that you're putting out? Like, we don't want to be preached to. Like, yeah, we understand that there's, you know, bad things happening in the world with people of color and stuff like that, but why are you like pushing that down my throat, and why are you getting mad at me for not liking the movies that you guys put out? We watch movies to be entertained, not to be told that there's a message, you know, that there's issues in the world. We know that there's issues in the world, but that's not why we watch movies. And that right there, it was, he put it perfectly. And it's just, I don't know, like, why are they doing this? Who knows? I guess they just want, oh no, oh, whoa. I don't know, I guess they just want to ruin their company and reputation. I don't know. All I have to say is like, if they're really going to go through with this, replace Rachel Zegler, I think her name was. Replace her with someone who actually wants the role, okay, and doesn't like, you know, shit talk it. That's pretty much all I have to say. If you're really gonna make this live action remake, then have someone be like, you know, who wants the role, okay? Because like the more that this girl talks, the more she's turning people against her, like straight up, okay? Like, it's not even a matter of me like having, well, yes, this is my opinion, but you can argue like what I'm saying is factual, because if you see the interviews and what she does, and in the comment section, bro, like, she's actively making people not like her. Like, straight up, she's actively making people not like her. And it's just like, why?